indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The prayer this morning will be offered by the good delegate from Montgomery County.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Good morning to you and happy hump day. I wanted to just, I have, as everyone knows, cerebral palsy, and people will often say things to me like, well, God only gives people as much as they can handle, and other comments like that. So I love this prayer that for when I feel, on days that I feel like I want to handle less, it really centers me. And the last point I'll make before reading it is that a lot of you have come in private conversations and told me about your disabled loved ones or your neighbor or your friend or your friend's kids. So I hope this helps somebody with a disability in your life. It comes from the book Talking to God by Rabbi Naomi Levy, which has a prayer on a wide array of different topics. So here we go. Rabbi Levy's words. God, I wish I could pray and you would magically free me from my disability. I wish I were not handed this fate, but the only life I have is the one you have given me. Help me, God, to realize all the hidden gifts inside me. Teach me that there is a way around each obstacle and that I can surmount each barrier in my path. Shield me, God, from stares and cruelty. Most of all, protect me from pity. I don't want people's pity. I want their compassion, their respect, their love. When I grow weary, renew my spirit. When I am frightened, teach me faith. When I despair, fill me with hope. When I get frustrated, be my comfort. Remind me to treasure all the miracles that I often ignore. Bless me, God, with life, strength, and joy. Amen. And I'd be happy to share the prayer with anyone who wishes.
Amen. Quorum call.
Madam Speaker.
Speaker. Madam Speaker.
Okay.
Oh, gentleman from Anne Arundel.
Madam Speaker, my button is not working.
Has everyone recorded their presence? And so the clerk will take the call. There being 132 members present, the House is now in session. Clerk will read the journal from the previous day.
Annapolis, Maryland, February the 14th, 2023.
Recognizing the Deputy Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Move so much be considered the reading of the journal.
So ordered, petitions, memorials, and other papers. Consent calendar of introductory bills, number 40. The clerk will read the first bill.
House Bill 1233, Delegate Kerr, House Rules.
Recognizing the Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Move so much be considered the readings of HB 1233 through 1248.
Hearing no objections, the bills are read the first time and referred to the appropriate committees. The clerk will read the bond initiatives and the committee assignment.
Introductory House Bond Initiatives number 34, February 15th, 2023. Refer to appropriations.
Letters of reassignment. Clerk will read the letter.
House Bill 1179, Reassigned to Environment and Transportation.
Hearing no objections, the letters have been read and ordered journalized. House resolution recognizing the gentleman from Baltimore County.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. As many of us do, I sometimes go out into my community and knock on people's doors to talk to them for a variety of reasons. So I had an interesting encounter recently where I knocked on a gentleman's door and he said, "What are you doing for my community?" And I said, well, you have a very small library in this community. I'd like to get a new library built. And he said, why are you doing that? We don't need a new library. Nobody reads books anymore. Well, I decided not to argue with the gentleman, but if I had, I would have told him, here's what libraries do beyond providing books. They have databases and subscriptions, ebooks, emags, audiobooks, music, TV, movie streaming, language tools, accessibility tools, college prep, job prep, tutoring, cultural events, programs, meeting spaces, classes, archiving and digitizing, library of DIY tools and sound studios, just to name a few. Get to your library. Well, today is Maryland Library Day, and I'm happy to be honoring libraries across the state. We have a handful of, I don't want to call them librarians because they do a lot of things. We have a handful of library people in the balcony, two of which, one is Sonia Alcantara Antoine, who is the director of libraries in my beloved county, Baltimore County, and also our very own Richard Sigwald, who works in library services right downstairs, or not downstairs anymore because there's nothing there, but works in the library for us. If they would just stand up real quickly for me in the balcony, wherever, whichever side they're on. And we're going to honor our state librarian, Irene Padilla, and Maryland Library Association President Nate Kepler, but also the reason that I get to do this is because I chaired the Early Childhood Subcommittee. So I would like to invite past members and present members of the Early Childhood Subcommittee of Ways and Means to come forward to enjoy the resolution. If you'd like to come up, please. I certainly will.
Can I have the resolution read first, please? Will the reading clerk please read the resolution in full?
Be it hereby known to all that the House of Delegates of Maryland offers its sincerest congratulations to the Maryland Library Association in recognition of your innovative services and broad-based community support provided by all Maryland libraries. The entire membership extends best wishes on this memorable occasion and directs this resolution to be presented on this 15th day of February 2023.
Recognizing the gentlelady from Prince George's.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. It gives me great honor this morning to introduce you to a group of professional women who are bound together by common interests. These ladies are called the Eminence Incorporated, and they operate as a charitable, cultural, and educational organization that provides support to many people throughout the state of Maryland in the form of scholarships, in the form of support to organizations, and in the form of support to families and individuals. I am honored to have them here today, and also to let everyone on the House floor know that they currently have a scholarship application that is open to anyone in the state of Maryland. So if you have students in your districts who are in need of scholarships, we're going to give you their website. But I am pleased to introduce this group to the House today. Thank you, Madam Speaker. And there are a group of ladies in the gallery. If you would all stand up, please, to be acknowledged.
And will the reading clerk please read the resolution in full?
Be it hereby known to all that the House of Delegates of Maryland offers its sincerest congratulations to the Emanons Incorporated in recognition of your ongoing community service through scholarship, cultural education, and support to individuals and organizations. The entire membership extends best wishes on this memorable occasion and directs this resolution to be presented on this 15th day of February 2023.
That ends the work at the desk. Committee announcements, appropriations.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The full committee will not meet today, but please listen for subcommittee announcements.
Judiciary.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Ladies and gentlemen of the House Judiciary Committee will be meeting at 1 o'clock today for bill hearings.
Environment and Transportation.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The Environment and Transportation Committee will continue public hearings at 1 p.m.
Ways and Means.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The Ways and Means Committee will meet at 1 p.m. for bill hearings. Please listen up for subcommittee announcements.
Economic Matters.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The House Economic Matters Committee will not be meeting at 12:30, but instead will meet at 1 o'clock for bill hearings. Thank you.
Health and Government Operations.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Good morning. The Health and Government Operations Committee will meet at 1 p.m. for bill hearings. Thank you.
Any subcommittee announcements? Okay. Let me see. The Education Economic Development Subcommittee.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The Education and Economic Development Subcommittee will be meeting at 1 p.m. in the Appropriations Hearing Room.
Gentleman from Prince George's.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Revenues Committee will meet today at 11:45 by Zoom. Thank you.
Real Property.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The Housing and Real Property Subcommittee will meet today after bill hearings, after our leadership meeting, so it's going to be by Zoom. Stand by for the exact time. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Education. Which one? Education.
Yep. Thank you, Madam Speaker. The Education Subcommittee of Ways and Means will meet at noon on Zoom today.
Noon on Zoom. Okay. Health.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The Health and Social Services Subcommittee of Appropriations will be meeting today at 1 o'clock in room 150. We will have 4 budgets. Thank you.
Civil Law.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Civil Law and Procedure Subcommittee will meet at 11 o'clock by Zoom. The link should be in your email. Thank you.
Environment.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The Environment Subcommittee will meet after bill hearings today via Zoom.
Government Operations.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The Government Operations and Health Facilities Subcommittee will meet at 11 o'clock. We have one bill to discuss. The link is in your email.
Capital Budget.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. The House Appropriations Capital Budget Subcommittee will meet today at 4 p.m. in the committee room.
Which one? Early Childhood.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The Early Childhood Subcommittee will be meeting immediately after Ways and Means bill hearings today on Zoom.
Public Safety and Administration.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Public Safety and Administration will meet at 1 o'clock today in room 145.
Okay. Let's see, no one else up. Any delegation announcements?
Madam Speaker. The Prince George's House Delegation Bi-County Subcommittee will meet at 9 a.m. tomorrow on Zoom, but please check in. I will check in with you and check the website for any last-minute changes. Thank you.
Hartford.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The Hartford County Delegation will meet today, emergency meeting following floor session in the Silver Room, and then their regular meeting will be tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock via Zoom.
Baltimore City.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The subcommittee of the Baltimore City Delegation, who meet to consider legislation related to alcoholic beverages, will be meeting today at 5:30 on Zoom, and to really think about a shorter name.
Washington County.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The Western Maryland delegation will meet tomorrow morning at 8:30 via Zoom. Thank you.
Any others? All righty. Any caucus announcements? Caucus announcements. Okay. Legislative Black Caucus.
Thank you so much, Madam Speaker. Members of Legislative Black Caucus, tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. 8:30 a.m. we will be meeting with the governor at Government House for breakfast. So see you there at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow.
Any other caucus? Okay. Black History Moment.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Recognizing the gentleman from Hartford County.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Good morning, colleagues. I would like to tell you a short story about a gentleman by the name of Alfred B. Hilton. Born in Hartford County, right outside of Havre de Grace in 1842, he enlisted into the United States Colored Troop in the summer of 1863 during the Civil War. Immediately, he was chosen to serve as a non-commissioned officer for his leadership qualities and skills. In the spring of 1864, he was appointed to carry the national flag, which is now known as the United States flag, alongside the regimental flag bearer, leading the charge in the battles. In the fall of 1864, his unit was tasked with assaulting a heavily entrenched Confederate unit right outside of Richmond, Virginia. During the start of the battle, both he and the regimental flag bearer were both wounded, but continued to push forward. Midway to the enemy's inner line, Sergeant Hilton observed that the regimental flag bearer had fallen, victim to his wounds. Sergeant Hilton ran and grabbed the regimental flag from the fallen soldier. Now, with both flags in his hand, he continued to push forward, yelling out, "Follow me." Sergeant Hilton made his way to the enemy's inner line before he too fell victim to his wounds. But before falling, he said, "Boys, save the flag," passing the flags on. On April 6, 1865, Sergeant Hilton was awarded the Medal of Honor for his gallantry in action with a citation that read, "When the regimental flag bearer fell, this soldier seized the flag, carrying it forward together with the national flag until disabled at the enemy's inner line." Sergeant Hilton is one of the first African American soldiers to receive the Medal of Honor and is still the only Hartford County native to receive the highest military decoration. Madam Speaker and colleagues, we celebrate and salute Sergeant Alfred B. Hilton for his gallantry in action, and this is your Black History Moment of the day.
Personal guest announcements. Doctor of the day. There you are. I couldn't see. Go ahead.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Permission to use the delegates' names?
Permission granted.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Colleagues, please join myself and Delegates Klippinger and Lewis in welcoming today's Doctor of the Day. It's Dr. Sarah Merritt. Dr. Merritt is triple board certified in anesthesiology, pain medicine, and addiction medicine. She's the owner of a private practice called Lifestream Health Center, where they strive to provide the best in acute and chronic pain management. She's also part of a grant-funded outreach program at the University of Maryland Medical Center called MAX. the Maryland Addiction Consultation Service. Dr. Merritt is a resident of the fabulous 46th District. She lives in Butchers Hill with her husband Arch, who is an extremely active community member, their 2 children, and their awesome dog, Inga. Colleagues, please join me in welcoming today's Doctor of the Day, Dr. Sarah Merritt.
Gentlelady from Montgomery.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Permission to use delegates' names?
Permission granted.
Thank you. On behalf of Delegate Corman and myself, it is my extreme honor to let the body know that last night the Montgomery County Democratic Central Committee unanimously voted to send the name of Vice Chair Ariana Kelly to the governor to serve as senator from District 16.
The Chair of Health and Government Operations.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And I am going to be very sad, and we're going to miss you, the whole committee, because you are just an amazing human being and just extremely, extremely helpful with everything you touch on ACO. So thank you for everything you have done for us. On a personal note, Madam Speaker, I would like to welcome Mr. Dan Diaz, who's at the gallery behind you. Dan Diaz is the husband of Brittany Lauren Maynard, who died to brain cancer at the age of 29. And she decided to basically become an activist and a speaker for end-of-life option. He has traveled to 17 capitals, and he actually stated that this is his favorite. So let's give him a warm welcome.
Madam Speaker.
Yes. No, I'm doing him.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Today I rise on behalf of a good friend and district mate, one of 2 farmers in the house, so we all know that leaves my dear friend Cornbread out. This person is an avid hunter, often known to seek wild turkey during session. Madam Speaker, may I use the delegate's name?
Permission granted.
Colleagues, please help me in wishing my dear friend, Delegate Charles Otto, a happy birthday.
Recognizing the gentleman from Baltimore County.
Thank you again, Madam Speaker. You may have noticed during the library presentation that we had a special guest on the stage with us. I have her sitting here behind me. Our former delegate, Chanel Branch, is here with us today. She was a member of the Early Childhood Subcommittee, and she had every reason to be here, so we're so happy to have her.
Gentlelady from Montgomery County.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I know that many of you here would have really loved the opportunity to give this exciting speech, but I get to do it, and I'm very proud. So permission to use the delegates' names, please.
Permission granted.
Thank you. So on behalf of Delegate Jared Solomon and I just want to take a moment to tell you just how truly special our colleague and district mate, Delegate Aaron Kaufman, is. Today is his 36th birthday. And, I'm not finished. I'm not finished, my friends. Delegate Kaufman and I have known each other for probably 15 or more years, back when we were baby Democrats in Montgomery County. We got to know each other so long ago and got to work together in our community, building our party, helping people, serving others. And Delegate Kaufman is just truly among the kindest, most generous, and smartest people I know. And that includes everybody in this chamber. Delegate Kaufman has the most wonderful heart of gold. He will help anybody who needs help. He will lend a shoulder to cry on. He will give hugs when you need them. He will lift you up. If you are truly a lucky person, you can call him your friend. And I know that I am one of the luckiest people here because I can call him that. So please join me one more time to wish Delegate Kaufman a happy birthday.
Young lady from Howard.
Yes, members. Permission to use the delegate's name?
Permission granted.
I would like to encourage the 2 farmers in the General Assembly of the House of Delegates to get to know our freshman members, as we have another farmer in District 9 in Delegate Natalie Ziegler.
No others? Okay. Quorum call before adjournment.
Madam Speaker.
Has everyone recorded their presence? If so, the clerk will take the call. There being 134 members present, the House is still in session, recognizing the majority leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move the House stand adjourned until Thursday, February 16th at 10 a.m.